It's Lego time, and I'm building the UCS Millennium Falcon, Star Wars Millennium Falcon. We are on bag, I think, 15 at the moment. Let me just grab her because I need to move her off the box to get access to the Lego. And she's heavy now. And typically, whenever I pick her up, something falls off. Oh god, I've hit the mic. There she is. Yeah. Okay, go on the floor, you. Get over there. No. Yes. No. Oh god, no, that's breaking. Oh god, that hurt my shoulder. Oh god. It's not long until we're finished and I never have to do that again. But here we are. Here's the book. It's so large. Let me get over to the top down scene. There it is. So large. We are building the Lego Star Wars UCS Millennium Falcon 75192. It is 7,541 pieces apparently. I wish I had a running total of how many I've completed, because we're on bag 15 of, I believe, 17. We're on step 1082 of, I believe, about 1,400. I think it's just slightly less than that. And we're on page 388 of... let's say 400-ish. So we haven't got many pages to go. One thing I did notice this week is it very handily... wherever it is. Where is it? No, it's not there. There is a picture here. Here's all the Lego pieces. Hold on. There you go. It tells you how to pick it up. Only pick it up from the bottom. Because they know how awkward it is. It's absolutely amazing. Bet they were writing this and they were like, oh, this is getting so hard to pick up, guys. We've got to put a note in for that. Support the bottom, as the turkey didn't say. Always support your bottom, it might fall out. Yep. I think that's good advice all around. It applies to cakes, it applies to pies, I think. It applies to the Millennium Falcon. It applies to you on certain occasions. Always support your bottom. Because you're just going to have to pick it back up at the end. And that's just messy. So not how I did pick it. I did support it from the bottom. I was supporting it from the bottom. What I haven't been doing up until now is because the actual support frame in the middle has been accessible. I've been using that to pick it up. The problem with picking up from the bottom is the side pieces are kind of only held on by 2 points, and they tend to break off, as we have found on several occasions. Hey there, just a quick reminder, this is a recording of a stream I did on Twitch. If you like this and want more live content, come join the chat and the great community over on Twitch. I stream every week Monday, Friday and Sundays, or follow me on my socials for any changes or extra streams. Okay, thanks, and here's the video. Okay, right, let's get this Lego on the go. Oh, we're on bag 15, as I say. And I believe we're making the end caps today. And we'll probably get through both of those. And then the only 2 pieces really, so the last 2 bags, I assume one is the cockpit and one is this central sort of area, because there's still... yeah, there's the center circle and then there's like these 2 bits here. Oh no, we're apparently doing that again as well today. We're doing one side. Oh, that's interesting. So we'll only have the center and the cockpit. Interesting. And then I think there's probably some other little bits to make, like there's a dish to go on top and various things. You know, little details here and there. That'll probably be in the final one. But here we are. Right. Let's do a little bit of organization, shall we? Oh, look at that wing. That's a rare wing, very long and thin. Let's get a few of these. Oh, there's a lot more of those than I thought. Let's not bother sorting through that too much. Just spread it out and hope I can find them, eh? And before we start, let's have a coffee. Yeah, that's some good espresso. Right. Let's have a build area. Here we go. We got these two here. And we're going to take one of them. One of them. And I assume it goes somewhere like this. We have 4 either side. Here we are. There we go. Now them going that way. I gotta do this twice, haven't I? Yes. I'm not gonna do it in parallel. We do it nice and slowly, one at a time. Demper, by the way, how is your weekend going? Have I asked you that yet? How is your city faring? Have you solved the housing crisis yet? Paro is playing at the moment, I think, while lurking. What I did want to say about City Skylines 2, it definitely seems like some of those mechanics, like, oh, it's too smoggy, or the healthcare is not very good, and things like that, they definitely need a tweak, because, you know, capacity-wise, we're good. But they're just complaining. So some of the things you get complaints about, I don't think are valid. Especially like the commercial not enough customers thing. We proved that wrong. Your weekend's going too fast, isn't it always the case? Isn't it always the case? Yesterday, Geek and I went over to a friend's and we played board games and card games. And the card game we were playing was Arkham Horror, which is kind of based on Lovecraftian sort of creatures and storytelling and whatnot. And it's basically kind of D&D in card form without a DM. You know, there's a story, there's cards for the story and how it progresses and things like that. And you're building a character and and you have a deck of cards that you need to use abilities and stuff and skills and weapons and stuff like that. And every round you can do like 3 actions, but that in terms of D&D it would be like your action, your bonus action, and maybe movement, things like that. And it's a really good game. I highly recommend it. It was good fun. It's difficult to get your head around how everything works to begin with, but it's very much a very good game. So we got through like the starter one, which teaches you the mechanics, and then we got through like the second half, because there's campaigns where they have like multiple phases, multiple locations and stuff. The starter one has 3. We got through 2 of them. I almost killed my fellow friend by missing the monster and punching him in the face. There's definitely still a housing crisis. Oh no. So Arkham Horror, very much recommended. There is a board game version of it, I believe, which came out first. But the card game one's really easy to get into. This seems like it's bowing a bit. Look at that. Isn't that bowing? And now I'm thinking, is Boeing the airplane company Boeing? Are they named because the wings bow? Yeah. Is that a play on words? The wings keep bowing. Oh no. Oh, let's just name the company and they'll think it's intentional. Oh, I need to find more of these. Is that why they're named that? I'm gonna say that is. I'm gonna say that is the reason they're named Boeing. Wouldn't that be fun? Play on words. Don't look it up. I'm gonna live in denial. Ignorance is bliss, and I believe it's true. But yeah, that's definitely Boeing a little bit. Right, where I need more of these, not these ones, those ones. There we are. Okay. Oh, I've missed a step. Well, that's unfortunate. No, I haven't. Have I? Oh, no, I haven't. I thought I'd missed one of these flat pieces. I have not. Right, to get some angled pieces. So this is definitely the end cap that goes on like the left and the right side. Has anyone got any good plans today? I was going to do some gardening, but I think by the time I finish streaming it's going to be raining, so yeah, I don't think that's going to be possible. By gardening, I mean just sweeping up all the leaves that keep blowing into my garden. We're at a little bit of like a point where the wind just deposits everything into our garden. So like every corner gets just absolutely full of leaves. Which is annoying. But hey, free compost. Get those leaves, stick them in a bag, and you've got some good stuff for the spring. Okay. Okay. Don't know what this is. This is the end caps. Okay. In cities, I momentarily went, "Oh, quit your whining," and I'm just doing some fun landscaping over here. I do get the feeling that my talents would be better suited at just going into sandbox mode. That I could ignore the people. Right? They do complain a lot. Oh, I need to do this twice. Oh, okay. At least we figured out that my my sewage network isn't completely overrun. Like I wasn't about to just have a backlog and sewage just spewing onto the streets. That was good to find out. It's not very good visually. Like visually, I think the visualization of capacity in the water, sewage, and electricity needs a tweak because it does not match what the stats are saying when you look at the actual capacity. I know like the lines themselves aren't like the max capacity sort of thing, but if a water sewage plant only has one entry point and it can only, it has a maximum and it's nowhere near that, then surely the pipe has to support that maximum. Otherwise, what's the point in having a water sewage pipe, eh? Seriously, what is the point of having one that can do 1 million cubic meters of sewage if the pipe can only support a quarter of that, let's say? So logically in my mind, the capacity is nowhere near the max, but visually it looks like it is. And it would be nice to see what the capacity of a line is. I know you can hover over it. Oh wait, does it give you the max capacity when you hover over it? Maybe it does. Maybe I just didn't see that. Maybe that's just me. You're building a basin for the hydroelectric dam. Nice. You're going to do some sewing. Oh, that sounds like a brilliant Sunday activity. Some nice, relaxing sewing. What are you making? What are you making right now? There we are. So now we've got to get a red brick, stick it in the middle here, and then we get 2 of these. And they sort of just, I mean, no, because that falls off. Doesn't quite work, but it's like this level here is slightly higher than this, so when I press down, it's pushing backwards on it a little bit. Doesn't quite line up, but that could be part of the bowing problem. You're on a normal money, all unlocked city and dam, but nuclear is something. Oh no, I haven't even got to nuclear power yet. Oh, para. See, I think Demper, you were right when you said on Friday, City Skylines 2 in non-sandbox mode, let's say, because sandbox mode would just be, you know, fun to just build stuff, but in in proper like career progression mode is much more like a micromanagement factory game, in the sense that you have to manage every single thing, production, you have to manage all your utilities much more granularly than you used to in the first game, which, you know, I love, but I didn't go into the game thinking it was like that. So now I know it's it's a basically Factorio sort of, you know, there's a well, maybe more satisfactory sort of, you got raw materials, you got a process, and then you've got, and you can just export those if you want. You can just export those, or you got, but you have to have industry anyway because they complain if you don't have industry. So now I know you've got to do those steps and like get the raw materials or import them, get the medium materials, get the final product sort of thing, and hopefully have excess in order to make money. The problem is that's how you make money, is exporting excess, right? So, and you could probably focus on one area. Like I could just make the whole area solar panels and just export all my electricity. That's an option. But I didn't go into the game thinking it was like that now, because I don't remember the first one being like that. I can't remember playing the first campaign. If I agree, if you know, it might be like that. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember, because I probably played it like once or twice, and then I was like, nah, sandbox. I just want to design cities, and you still have to listen to complaints and stuff and meet demands and whatnot. But you don't have to pay attention to things going wrong so much because it's sandbox. Like money, certainly, definitely isn't a problem then, is it? So I think that's the thing with this game, is you have to approach it differently. It's an optimized efficiency game. Yep. We call those factory games. At least you don't have to hook up like where certain things get routed to and all that stuff. And currently going to make a really long shirt. Want it ready to wear by next week, Saturday, after possibly finding the waistcoat for my cosplay. Ah. Hope someone mods the ability to zone industry for a specific production at some point. Yes. You could do that in the first one, I'm sure. I know it says industry will sort of match what you need. You know, like, say I only did livestock, then my industry would probably tailor towards livestock, food production, things like that. I know it says that, and it's probably trying to be intelligent about it based on your production and demand. But I would like to say this area is oil refinery. This area is chemicals. This area is that, and I'm pretty sure you could do that in the first game after a few updates. There was the industry DLC, if I recall, and I'm pretty sure you could sort of tailor it like that. That might have been a mod, I can't remember. I've kept moving my windmills because the residential zone too close to them. It's too noisy, Denver. God. All this green energy. It's not pollution free because it's noise pollution, right? Keep forgetting. Para, what? Why didn't I think of that? You can put windmills in water. Of course you fucking can. I can see some out my fucking window. That's a game changer. That's a game changer. Game changer right there. Right, I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna dwell on that. We'll fix that on Friday. Hey, tune in on Friday where I realize I can make things much more efficient and better, and no one will complain about noise because it's too far away from their house. Of course, you can put windmills in the water. That's literally how governments do it now. 90% of Wales' coastline is just taken up by the wind turbines on water. Oh God. I can't believe that. I wonder what else you can stick on the water then. You must be able to put power lines in water then. No, that's not a spoiler. That's just a that was a why didn't I think of that? That of course that makes sense. That wasn't a spoiler at all. Hell, if I looked out the window every now and then, I would have realized that. Oh my God. But that just shows how the game is really good. It's changed. It's added a lot of new mechanics. Added some proper updates, some of the mods and stuff. It really has added a lot, but it's got a long way to go. The way it measures certain things, like I say, the not many customers thing, and it's too noisy around here when no one living near the noise. That is annoying. I think that's broken. I genuinely think that's broken right now. But they've added in so many good new mechanics. I just hope they update it in a way that it just keeps getting better. We had the same reaction. The hydroelectric dam can be put on water. Well, of course it can. You can do underwater power lines, just sink them in the... Oh, of course. Post is broken right now. They keep collecting and not delivering. Mine said, oh, we had great post delivery, so I think... I don't know if that's fully bugged, because mine looked like it was working. Anyway, thank you for that revelation. I apologise for getting loud there during a chill stream. It was a bit much. Apologies. Please send your complaints to Para. It was in the patch notes. I'm not reading patch notes. In fact, the Xbox Game Pass version doesn't actually tell me when it's... Well, it does. It sort of says update recently, but it doesn't tell you the patch notes. I have to go searching for them every time it updates. I don't pay attention to the patch notes. Spoilers. That warning. That there be where spoilers are. Although, how much can you spoil in a city building game? I'm missing a piece. No, I'm not. It's right there. You have no smog. Just random citizen. Keep getting people to go, yay, healthcare, and claim living in ground polluted areas when they're not. I mean, they've only started complaining about that for me, and they've been living in ground polluted areas for such a long time. Oops. Especially the children. Those poor children. Right, this goes... Make sure we get it the right way. That way here. There we go. There's a really funny issue that resulted in packs of wild dogs roaming about cities. Wait. Are wild dogs, are like wild animals a thing? Or is that because... Obviously, they've got the people walking dogs animation mechanics, right? People are walking their dogs around the city. It was just a lot of dogs were just walking themselves, sort of thing. Because that's hilarious. That's not a bug. That's a bug that becomes a feature. That has to become a feature. They should leave that in. I love it when shit like that happens. That's what you call emergent behavior, and it's brilliant because it's all AI controlled. I think in this new one, like how people walk around and how vehicles drive and things like that. It's all AI. They've tapped into like some sort of AI to do that. It's a bit dumb at the moment, but that's fantastic if the emergent behavior of that AI is to get all the dogs to band together in roaming gangs, and then obviously they won't be hostile anyway, but it's hilarious. Don't tell them about story mode. Spoilers, what? I accept those complaints only in writing, as apparently they're not being delivered anyway. Abandoned dogs, form packs, okay. Whenever two people moved in together, one would abandon their... No! Well, I suppose the apartment wouldn't be able to hold multiple pets. It makes them want to add animal shelters. They should, because there's dog parks, isn't there? That makes sense, and then you could have the animal rescue people roaming around trying to find these lost dogs. Because did the first game have... I don't know if they go down this route, because obviously it's a little bit of a, let's say, dodgy topic to go on, but homeless people like actually being on the streets because there's not enough homes, or you've deleted, you accidentally just deleted a apartment block, as I did on Friday, and you just have people roaming around. Do they then become homeless, and then that's a problem you have to deal with? I'd say problem as in you have to provide housing, welfare, shelters, things like that. Not the people being a problem. Homelessness is not their fault, but things like that. I can't remember like visually if that's a thing and a statistic you have to do, but if they added that, that would go well with the dogs as well and the animals being abandoned, and you could have a whole system on that. They have. Homelessness is a thing. Oh. Your tennis court got overtaken by tents? That's amazing. That's a fantastic level of detail. I don't really care about spoilers of the game. That, like, City Skylines, I don't care about spoilers. It's not really that bad. If there's something I'm doing, like, I like discovering things that I can do, but little weird things like that, I don't really care about spoilers. That is such good detail. I love it. Because it's realistic, and that's the whole point of those games, is they have to be realistic. It may be uncomfortable to have homelessness and stray animals and whatnot in a game, and there's some social commentary on that. But the whole point of the games is to simulate a real city, and those things are a challenge. And as long as it's simulated correctly in a realistic way, and, you know, not in an offensive way, I don't see a problem with that. Right, I think we've almost finished this end piece. Oh, we've got to do circles. Circles. Are they like that? Yeah. I think pet amount was 1 per household, and a Boolean operator, yes or no. See, now I remember, I thought I saw one household had 2 pets at one point, but that might be me. Again, it would be nice to have a district thing where it was like pet-friendly districts. No let's say retirement age sort of, one of the, so you can set up a district. You can do like the parking one, and you can do the gated community one. You can have one that says no kids. This is a retirement community, or so you could have all the retirement people away from all the jobs because they don't need to have jobs. And maybe near the hospital, because that's going to be an important aspect. Make sure their healthcare is top notch. You if they add it, I can't remember. I don't know if it has it. I can't remember if the first one had it. I think it had something like that. But you could have a pet friendly area, and maybe a not so pet friendly area. And you'd have the pets maybe in more the countryside sort of areas, things like that. If they add in mechanics like that, which it wouldn't be too hard to do, I assume. It'd be really, really in depth, and I hope they do add in these things. There is a welfare building. There is this. I just unlocked that. Damn people with their tents. No, let's not listen to the UK government on what tents mean and whatnot. Let's just not get into that discussion. It's a lifestyle choice. Stop it. There's no limit on the number of pets. It's just a bug where they just abandoned one, I guess. I think it got fixed with a patch to solve people moving in together. Ah. There were similar district policies last game. Yeah, I just hope they add more of that in. I was kind of hoping it would be there by default now. Because they have it depends how they built the game, whether they built it from the ground up or used the same similar engine and just improved it. Because if they did just sort of build it off the last game, all that stuff would be in there. So they probably built it from scratch. Or sort of from scratch and started again with all these mechanics. They probably had to if there's a lot of AI stuff involved. Yeah, the no smoking areas. That was it. I remember I just turned that on across the board. Where are your cyclists? There isn't any cyclists, is there? That's an interesting point. They haven't added in... There's no cycle lanes. There's pedestrian routes, but there's no cycle lanes. There's no boardwalks or anything like that either. From what I remember. That boardwalks were a thing. Well, that was DLC in the first game, I think. But yeah, it's like there's a lot of stuff that they added to the first one which is just missing, and I hope that just means they're going to add it, and I hope that means they're going to add it for free. As just a free update to the base game, because it would be annoying for them to release a game and not include let's say 80 to 90% of the stuff they added to the first game, even if it was DLC and stuff. But yeah, they're not in game. Right, we got one of those done. We got to build another. So we're gonna have to go back to here. You know, I hope they don't go down the route of, wow, we'll just add it in as DLC. Because that's a little bit cheeky. Why would you bother moving on to the new game when the old game has it? Especially if you bought the DLC for that. It's a little bit cheeky. At the moment, they're focusing on their modding ability. I believe modding is coming when they release the... I mean, that's good because modding is a huge part of that game. Huge part of the first game. And if they've built it again from like a new engine, then the modding bit might be quite difficult to achieve. But I believe that's coming when they get around to the console version. I believe on the milestone, I remember reading somewhere that on their milestones, modding will come in line, you know, alongside the console versions. Which I assume there is no console version right now. That would be too cheeky. It's going to need some free updates, yeah. Because otherwise people will just mod it in. Because no, I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. People would just basically say, here's a mod with everything from the first game. I suspect it wouldn't be that hard to do. Because all the content's in the first game. You just need to extract it somehow and make it work with the new one. Might be a bit buggy as a mod, but better than having to pay DLC, right? And there's going to be people who basically take their mods for the first game and upgrade them just for the second game. But of course, I'm sure the devs are listening to this right now, to my stream right here, and they're taking very, very, very detailed notes of everything we're saying. Because I am a content creator and my opinion matters. Don't think it's fair to compare Game 1 with 5 years of added DLC with Game 2. No, I know, that's fair. I don't think it is either. Especially if, as I suspect, as I say, they haven't just basically taken the first game and upgraded it. They've kind of had to start from scratch, rebuild certain things from the ground up. Or deconstruct everything again and just go, right, is this working in the way we want? I agree with that. What you say there. That's a fair assessment. We're not comparing against the two. What I'm saying is, it would be a shame if they didn't include eventually everything from the first game in some way, and hopefully for free eventually. Remember, it is still early access technically. It's still early days. That one of the YouTubers has already managed to edit his own map and put it out. Oh my god, without mods? That's fantastic. Hopefully that means it's quite easy to do then. All right. Hopefully, they've made it really easy to make a map. That's impressive. Clearly, he just took the file for maps and then just like looked into it, and it probably went, "Oh, I can just do this." I'm very impressed with the game. Performance needs an improvement. Some of the mechanics, like I say, aren't working as you would expect. But it's early access. I'm enjoying it. I was enjoying it. Any issues I had could probably be fixed in a little update, like the undo button. Right. Stick that on there. The last game's map editor was alright. I just want a decent random map generation. Like I can say, hey, I want this many hills, this many water, and I can just keep hitting generate and generate and generate until I have one I like. That's all I want from these sort of games. All games like this. Any game, Colony Sim, any sort of thing like that. Timberborn is last time I played it was missing just a random map generator, which was easy. It's got a map editor, but it hasn't got a random map generator from what I remember. And that's all I want, because that gives you a random challenge. That's all I want from games like that. It's just I want to go in, generate a new map randomly. I get community-based maps and stuff like that for challenges and like specific things, but I just want a random map, and then I'll go play it. And if it's a decent map, maybe save it. That's the ability I want on any game that allows you to have map editing. Don't make me have to build a map physically. Let me just specify parameters and it generate. Because I'm lazy. I don't want to design maps. I want to play the game. Right? But I don't want to keep playing the same map over and over. That's why I got sucked in. I know it was like 3-4 months ago. I was playing the Command & Conquer, the retro ones. But I got sucked into them because you can... I mean, it's got a random map generator. But someone's kind of created a new version. Or an add-on to it. Which makes it really in-depth. On some of the games. So I would just be there like generating maps, like, oh, that one looked cool, let's try that one. Get into it. No, it doesn't work as quite as good as I thought. Generate a new one, start again. And I know that's probably a dev challenge to actually get right. Because random map generation, you need to follow certain rules, you need to make it balanced in certain ways, unless parameters can be like stretched to not make it balanced, and that's what people want to play like. But you know, you've got to take into account all those things to make it a fun game. And then you've got basically procedural generation of, does this tile connected to that tile work? Does it break? What happens when water meets land? And you've got all those algorithms you got to come up with. It's a challenge. but it provides good gameplay, and they should at least attempt it. Hey Paul, it's like you've almost done game development before. Shh. One day I'll get back into game development. One day. I have a big list of game ideas on my notes app. A huge list. Some of them just one line of code. One line just goes, idea. You know, it's like an idea. It's just like take this and add that. It's like okay, that's a weird thing to say. And then some of them are really in depth. Maybe one day I'll develop them. I could do game development streams. I hear they're actually quite popular, those. You could see a Paul STL game being pretty interesting. I mean, it would cater to my brain. And you know what my brain's like. My notes app is filled with the same. Not all games ideas, just general brains. Oh no, yeah, that too. Also, I have another note, which is my, although I have kind of transitioned it onto a Notion to-do list, but it's my stream ideas. I used to have one which was, I guess you could call it story ideas, but it's probably more, if I was to write a book, this would be the story. Because everyone goes through a phase of, I could write a novel, I could write a book. Right? We all go through that phase. It's weird. It's weird. It's like a very common thing, that. Like you get to your, let's say, early 20s and you're like, I can write a book. How hard can it be? I also have another notes. I have one for song ideas. But if I ever start learning to play music again. I would definitely have song ideas. Lyrics, basically. Who doesn't have these, huh? I just need to get them out of my brain. Because it always happens late at night, right? I'll be lying in bed and I'm like, oh my god, that's a great idea. And if I don't write, it's happened so many times, so many great ideas have been lost. Like if I don't open my phone and write that down, or have a notepad next to your bed, everyone should do this. Always have a notepad next to your bed, because these ideas, random ideas, will always come late at night when your brain's starting to wind down. Always. And then you'll go to sleep and you'll forget them. You are writing a book. It's a recurring phase for me. I think it's just in general. I believe I have read it can be like neurospicy related. There's stuff like ADHD, especially when your brain's starting to relax. You're like, I have this thing I need to get out of my brain, because you're not focusing on other things you're doing. I've had it during the day when I'm in the middle of a task. I'm like, oh my god, that's an idea. Write it down. You did that in your teams. Oh, okay. What instrument did I play? Demper. I played brass. I can play brass instruments. I can read music. I could. Not so much now. I can't. I can. If I concentrate, I can get back into it. I'm out of practice, but I can play with brass instruments. So I played the euphonium in school. Trickster also. You played brass instruments, didn't you? You were in the band. Pretty sure you were in the band. Thank you for the lurk, Para. But yeah, I played. So that's what I can actually play. I do have the electric guitar right there. Don't know if you can see it. Am I in the way? There it is. There's my electric guitar. I have a ukulele. I have an acoustic guitar. We have a keyboard. I can sort of play the piano slowly when I concentrate. It's not very good, but I can do it. Guitar is a problem because my fingers just don't want to listen to my brain. So I need to learn that more. I just haven't had time. Those are currently what I have. I have a harmonica in this drawer here. Well, I can sort of play it. I don't know what the notes are, but I can play it. But brass instruments are my... Yeah, you had the tenor horn, that was it. And typically, if you can play one brass instrument, you can kind of play most of them, right? You just need to learn the quirks of that instrument, but you can tend to play most brass instruments. Obviously, certain things like the trombone is different. Notepad on your bedside table. Yep. That one sentence in your is your anchor back to it, although sometimes it's nonsense by the time you come back. Yeah, sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and that one thing I've written down doesn't make sense in the morning. You should switch hobbies every 3 weeks. Per rotating interests. That's a kind of ADHD, that, isn't it? I need a kazoo. I have a kazoo. Do I have a kazoo here? Where's my kazoo? Yeah. I have a kazoo. Kazoo is easy to play. You just hum. You basically just hum the tune. Kind of hoping they eventually do a horn equivalent of the P-bone. What? That sentence doesn't make sense. You used to play saxophone. Nice, Temper. I'm trying to learn piano, but my thumb tendons are currently over irritated. See, I was told I'd be great on piano because my hands have, like, that can go almost an octave and a half, maybe more. You know, I have great reach with my fingers. But that also makes, like, the guitar, holding guitar, a little bit difficult because yeah. I have piano hands, I know. My mum's side of the family all know how to play the piano, kind of, or instruments of sorts. They're all very musically inclined. Like my grandma, all my aunts, my cousins, they're musically talented. You know, they played flute, piano, guitars. They're all very much musically based. My dad's side of the family is the logical side, so my dad was an electrician, my uncle was an engineer. That's all the physical, logical side of the family, and I'm here in the middle, barely able to do either. I guess I'm more logical these days than musical, but I did have, like, so there is talent in my family that I should probably tap into. And I was in the choir, I was in the band, junior band in school. It's safe to Google P-bone, is it? My keyboard's down there. I'm not going to do it. Need to get back to my flute. Yeah, do it. I wish I stuck to the music stuff because I love music. I was, before the pandemic, I used to listen to a lot of music, and I was very much into my music. Like, into bands, into trying to learn music and stuff like that. And then the pandemic happened. I stopped listening to music because my drive to work and various things were where I listened to music, and just sat at my desk with headphones on. That was where I just don't do it at home. I've tried to force myself to put music on, but for some reason it's just not. I just don't know. Things have changed, and I need to get back into it. Like, I appreciate all types of music. You have a reach of an octave on 2 or 3. I've definitely got at least an octave, maybe even more, like an octave and a half, maybe more. Yeah. And I can control my fingers a bit more like that than I can like this. You can sort of play Scarborough Fair. That's actually quite hard. In college, when I was trying to learn game programming, I started to describe myself as a graphical artist in a programmer's body. See, now, my mom's side of the family is also... Some of them are quite artistic in that sense. Like, really, really art. They have natural drawing ability. My brother is at least he used to be. I don't think he practices it as much, but he used to be amazing at drawings. Me, not so much. But his art style and stuff, he was very good. I don't know if he is so much these days. It's just falling out of practice. I'm sure he'd be great if he got back into it. Yeah. I seem to have taken on more the logical side, though, of my dad's side of family. Hey, he says building Lego and, being a software developer and liking things like electronics and stuff. What I need to do is I need to put the science back into learning guitar. Right, there we go. Almost done with this piece. But you know what? I had planned to try and incorporate learning music into the stream update in some way. But I'm still trying to figure out how best to do that. So that might come later. Of course, if people want to off stream, just band together and say, hey, let's learn this thing together. I'm always up for that. Accountability really helps my motivation. Right. There we go. Okay, we got 2 of these end pieces. Now we're gonna somehow attach them on. Right, how do they attach? They go that way up. Yep. And they just click on the... Oh god, I forgot to put these pieces on. That was a problem there, Paul. Got too distracted. God, which piece did... What? Where were they added? Way back here. Oops. That's fine. I'm still missing one though. There. Okay, so it goes that way. Yeah, cool. Just gonna put these on. Thank you for the lurk, Trickster. Oh, okay. Right, let's see if I can lift this up for you. There you go. There's the end cap. That's what it looks like. I'm gonna put it back down before I break something. Oh no! Oh. The whole build just like twisted then as I put it down. Thank you for that clip, by the way, Twixter. What the hell is that clip? What did I say? Now you got me worried. Alright, my coffee has run out. But we still got stuff to build. 2 PM. I think we can probably get away with this. Oh god, there's stuff to do on the body. Oh no. And then there's that. Okay, let me see if I can build this. So this is a little spinny thing. Oh, it's ratcheted. Yeah. Oh, it's not a free spin. Hold on. Oh, there we go. It's meant to be a part. It's got little ratchets on the side. Interesting. So what will that turn out to be? Put these on the wrong way. One, two. Right, then we got some circles, or a circle with some quarter circle things. Little black pieces. There's one. There's two. It's got raid video potential. When I explain who I am. Fair enough. I'll give it a watch. That's another thing I am sort of doing, although I don't think it'll be quite ready for the stream update. Is a new set of raid videos. I want a couple of ones. I want like one that's coffee focused for, let's say, Sunday raids. Or, you know, if we're talking about certain things like coffee or whatnot, I can have I can stick that raid video on. What is this device? Right, so that's going in that room. No, it's going on top there next to that. Okay, let me give it a go. It may have dried up a side river in cities. That's impressive. That's impressive. Ah. Okay. I think that's going to be where the radar dish goes. And that's why it turns. So that's good. Okay. You pumping out all the water, Damper? Or did you landscape it away? I do like how they do fluid mechanics in that game. It's not obviously accurate half the time, but I like it. Sort of works. Why am I missing a piece? Oh no, I'm not. There it is. And then we need... Who put this sticker on? That's wonky as hell. Question is, can I remove it and reapply it? I don't know if that's the... No, that's not the one we want there. We want that at the side. There we are. You're going there. You're going there. You landscape the natural dam near the spring. Oh, and then obviously the water's not running through it. Fair enough. Can you control... I don't know if you can control the dam in such a way that you can say how much water gets pushed through, or whether it's on or off, and... Because eventually the dam will fill up and it'll continue to flow because you have to have it flowing, otherwise it'll overflow. So I think it'll fix itself. It'll just take time if they've got the mechanics right. Okay, so you go in here. And then we have just this little piece attaching it. That little piece right there. There we go. And then we have... I need that piece. I think I need that piece. I need you. I need you. You go there. You go there. Okay. I'm almost getting to the point in City Skylines. We'll probably play it on stream one more time, but I'm almost getting to the point where it's just go and play it offline sort of thing. I feel like I've almost tapped it out of stream material. That makes sense. I want to just go mess about, basically. Probably start a new city. Maybe we'll start a new city next time. Who knows? See how we feel. Take all that we learned, probably turn the tutorial off and just see where we get to. Right, this goes here. This long one, the nice long boy, goes there. This goes there. Go on there. And we got two of these. And that beautiful red again. Right. I think that's going there. There, like so. And then we've got a lot of little detail to do. So. Oh no, you don't go there, you go there. Let's not mess that up. Get one of those there, one underneath it. Yep. And finally, I can't see it. There it is. You go here. Nowhere else. Let's see. I did one of those, three of those, one of those, one of those. Wait, yep, one of those. Correct. Now we're doing the underneath part. How it attaches. Once again, attaching via a very just one little peggy thing. Of course it is. Not complaining, but I've definitely pulled off some bits because of that. Because of it just attaching in one place. But that's mainly when I'm picking it up. Okay, that's all those pieces, and then we get these four, one there, one there, one there, and one there. We got a wing, which I think is this wing. Yeah? Yeah. No! I didn't go there. You're missing a piece. Stick that in first, and then that goes there. Yes. Cool. And then we got a couple of these. One goes like so. One goes like so there. Okay, I think that was everything there. Let's fold you up for a second. Oh, lots more detail to add. Right, so this is the sticker one. I wonder if I can... I don't have my... Jeez. I might have to go back and see if I can redo this sticker, but let's press on. Remember, this is second hand. This was second hand from family. I'll just, next time I see them, I'll just say, hey, your sticker abilities are shocking. I want a refund. I won't say that. I'm very, very grateful that they decided to sell this to me. And then... Right, so have I put everything in place there? One of those, one of those, one of those, four of those, one of those, and one of those. Yes, so now we do these things. That way, and you attach at that point, and then you go in here like so. And that attaches there, okay? And then you go in there. but in such a way that you're actually protruding a bit more. Yeah. Okay. The phone keeps auto rotating despite the fact you have this turned off. Doesn't it automatically do it anyway for certain things like videos? I don't know. Depends. Really does depend. But that would be annoying. I hate it when it auto rotates. When you're trying not to. Right, okay, we got a load of wings to stick on. One goes there. One goes there. That's not the wing I want. And you go there like so, and then we've got this one going in here. You and you, and a black one of those, well, dark grey. And then we have this. Yes, there we are. Okay, then we have like that there, that there, with on the end. We have a flat. Goes there. These two reds. One there, one there. And that there, that. So, no, I haven't put the thing on the bottom. So you're going like so? No. Ah, you're incorrect. So you right, look at that picture there. Oh, wrong. Oh God. I've screwed this up. Hold on. Start again. Oh, it's just like been a while since I've had to do this. I was trying to fix it, but I think my brain's just not doing it because it's upside down. Asta, hello, welcome on in. How are you doing? Right, what? Start again, Paul. It's been a long time since I've had to start again. Right, so that has to have 2 pips over the edge. There we go. What I had is I had it too far up. Too far up. Starting off a chill morning with some coffee, as you should do. We've done that. I haven't got any coffee left. So every weekend, well, nearly every weekend, we make some coffee. I have my coffee making devices to my right, and have a nice chat, learn a bit about coffee making and stuff. I have, like I say, lots of ways to make coffee. Today we made an espresso, so I had my espresso, and then we also made an AeroPress. And then we sit down and build some Lego. I'm currently building the Millennium Falcon, the big Ultimate Collector's Edition one. It's on the floor behind me. I would pick it up. It's heavy. I'll pick it up in a minute. We're almost at the end of a bag of Lego here. And I screwed up. Let's start again. Right, here we go. How is your Sunday going? Do I make coffee on stream? I certainly do, yes. I have a couple of cameras, like a top-down camera and facing one. I have my espresso machine here. In fact, a little bit of a... Oh, I need to get my mic out of the way. There. So I have all the stuff here, my grinder, all the stuff on there. I have, you know, French press, pour overs, aeropresses, mocha pots. I have my automatic drip machine. It's all there. And each week we do something different, either some new beans, new roast, or, you know, something I haven't done in a while. I have to pop in early next week. It's 12 o'clock UK time every Sunday. Sometimes I do Saturdays, but mainly it's Sunday. But yeah, welcome on in. A nice chat about coffee. Any coffee questions? Happy to answer. I don't claim I know everything, but we like to learn together, basically. Go back to the Lego view. But yes, welcome on in. Can I get a shout out, please, from a mod? You just started doing Lego this year and you're loving it. I mean, everyone should do Lego because it's amazing, right? Everyone should do Lego. Oh, it's not for kids. Not in the slightest. It's for me. That's cool. What have you different shout off, for God's sake. Thank you, Trickster. What have you been building? What sets have you been building? We've built quite a few on stream. I'm trying to think what we got. We got the we did the International Space Station. We've done the Sonic Green Hill Zone set. They're on the shelf behind me. I don't know if you can see them. Probably not. We've got the DeLorean down there. The X-Wing and Boba Fett's ship and things like that. Rochester, hello! Making me want to pick up Lego as a new hobby. Do it! Don't do it, it's expensive. But do it because it's awesome. Don't do it, don't do it. There are Black Friday deals on right now. Hashtag not sponsored, wish I was. God, could you imagine a Lego sponsor? I would jump on that so hard. The middle of the new bug set. Yes, that new bug set. It looks so good. We've got, I think lined up, we've got BD1 from the Star Wars games down there. Probably going to be building that alongside the new game, which I haven't played yet. What else have we built, guys? Oh, Obi-Wan's spaceship. I think the DeLorean was probably my favorite. Actually, International Space Station was really good. That's retired now, unfortunately. I managed to get it last year just before it retired. You did the Rivendell set. You certainly did do the Rivendell set. That is on my throne. Please don't buy me it. I only stuck it on there because you guys told me to. Please don't buy me it, because I don't think my fingers can take adding every single ceiling, like roof tile to that set. Right, where am I up to with this? This is the bit where I screwed up, so I need to make sure this is correct. There it is, there's the piece. I was going to say, I've completely lost the piece I need. Is it that? There, right, we've done it correctly this time. Oh, but we love Lego around here. Highly recommend it as a hobby. Don't recommend it for your wallet. So the bug sets and so tempted. Yeah, my partner, she wants the bug ones. There's also, we have the dinosaur set, the skeleton dinosaur set, that's been done. She's also done the little aquarium set, the flowers, the wild flowers, and the bonsai tree. I got those as well. So there's quite a bit of Lego around the house, but those are for her to do. And there may be some more coming in the next few, in the festive period, let's say. Especially seeing the sales were on. Right. The roof tiles were definitely a pain. You'd love to do that one day, it's too pricey. Yeah, the problem is Lego's getting too pricey these days. Even like a small set is like 40 quid. And that's a lot of money. Especially seeing as like most of them are like meant to be kids' toys, and 40 quid for a kid's toy is quite a lot. Like this one, the Millennium Falcon being 700-800 quid, sometimes reduced to like 500. I mean, I got it secondhand, so it was less than that. But that's a lot of money. But you're a collector, that's kind of fair. And it's a lot of Lego. And how long have we spent building this? This is probably something like the 18th stream doing it, so we spent a lot of time doing it. It gives you a lot of content, a lot of the interactability in the build, and you can display it, and there's interactive parts of the build. So I kind of get it, but it's still a lot of money. You brought on your throne with message says, if this gets funded, I'll add a second stream a week as a joking. It got funded, yeah, I remember that. I have to say, it's also lovely to have someone from Wales on the team. Yes! I don't have my keyboard with me. Can someone do a Cosmic Heart shout out, please? Please go check out the new the team that I have very kindly been accepted onto. I'm excited to get into fundraising. Please give every single person on that list a look, because they're all brilliant and they've all been so welcoming. Please do that. You'd love to visit. I mean, I'm always open to visitors. Wales is genuinely one of the best, most beautiful countries in the world. And someone who's not from Wales but has visited several times can confirm. Your hydroelectric dam won't build because it's in the water. Is that not the point of the hydroelectric? Denver, I think you've got a bug there. It's great to have me on team. That's so nice. Thank you. And again, thank you for the warm welcome. It has been a really, really good week. It was definitely a shock. Like I wasn't even sure. I kept checking my emails like every single day since submitting the application, and I left it for like a week, and I was like, oh, they've got to email out soon, right? They've got to email out soon, and then it just randomly popped up on Twitter the announcement that they were announcing who'd been on, and I was like, oh, cool, they finally picked. But I wasn't sure like if the email would go out first as like a heads up, we're about to announce sort of thing, or not. And I think it came through at the same time, which was just like altered. Like I got overwhelmed because I think I saw the Twitter announcement first of me, and then went, I should check my email. Oh god. And I was like properly overwhelmed for a good half hour. It's like I don't know what to do. It was amazing. It was good. Good overwhelming. Not bad. Originally I wanted to go to the Longname train station. That is, I'm not going to say how far exactly, but it's about, let's say, 45 minutes from me. Half an hour, 45 minutes. Llanfairpwll. I can't say the full name without looking it up. I can speak somewhere, like I'm not fluent, but I understand and I can speak and talk Welsh. But yeah, I don't know it off by heart. But I can read it when I need to. You've been there. Yes, you have. Sonny came over and we took them and Joe, Mr. Cool Runnings came over and we took him to that place. There's many other places in Wales. You got halfway through your application, but then got so busy you never finished it. Oh, well, next time I'm sure there'll be another application run. Give it a go. Opting out. Hello. Don't fully understand this team thing. You're a gang now. Yes, we're in a gang. We're in a gang. But it's not like a violent gang. It's one of those musical gangs that do this a lot, right? We we start singing and we battle in song. It's basically a group of streamers who band together to hopefully achieve better things. So fundraising is the focus of the team. It's always easier to raise money as a team because you have support. You know, there's probably a wider audience there, things like that. There's more awareness to the cause, and just general support in, you know, how to fundraise and how to stream fundraising things. It's just a group of people that have got together with similar ideals that want to achieve a goal. It's just, that's it. You don't have to be on a team to do that. You could just do it with your friends, but this is just one way of doing it. Plus, they're a very supportive group, very welcoming group, very diverse group. Go check them all out. Again, I've been checking them out all week. Some of the ones I hadn't heard of are some of the new members, and this doesn't clip in. And they're lovely people is what I was going to finish that sentence with. And let's say the name as a party trick. What's just a great language? It's a fantastic language. It's phonetic, so it's very easy to understand. You tried to learn Welsh for a while. I can now tell people that the tiger in the office does not like Owen's parsnips. That is true. Dom already mentioned that we'd love. I mean, I believe this round we got lots of. They got a lot of applications, and it was really tough to pick who to join. So, you know, there's lots of good people applying. I'm not sure who applied. I haven't. You know, there's no information on that for me. But I've heard there were, you know, a lot of great applications, which is why I'm shocked that I was chosen. But that's just my imposter syndrome saying I'm an imposter in this space, and I know I shouldn't do that. And it's a me thing, okay? As a gang who raise money for charity, aggressively encourage and support each other. Yeah, it's aggressive charity work. That's what we do. Achieving better things plus doing just doing that. You haven't got to interact much as I got into uni right as I was accepted. Oh, what are you studying? If you don't mind, you don't have to obviously mention, but what are you studying? So you step back a little bit and you'll be a bit more involved next year. Sounds good. Obviously, personal life and your studies are definitely more important, but I mean, that's a great thing about the team as well. Like, you can, they said you can, if it's overwhelming or you know you've got personal things, step back, it's fine. Also, hi, Cosmic Artist. I'm also a mod for doing. You mod for like everyone, don't you? Pretty much you. You mod for like 6 people. So you mentioned it was a hard pick because there were so many good applications. Yeah, And like I said, the Google form kept crashing on me and losing my paragraphs. And it got to like the deadline, and I was actually worried that it would crash again and just break and not have some of the stuff I wrote. Plus, I found it really hard to pick like a handful of clips that showcased the stream and the community. It was really hard. But you know me, it's very hard for me to pick things like that. No, it's hard for me to sell myself. That was probably the hardest part of it. Right, I now need to attach this, and we apparently have more to do. Oh, we do. So I'm going to attach this behind me. So this goes in next to the blue thing. Okay. That doesn't fit. That doesn't fit. Why is that wrong? This is wrong. Oh my god. I have no nails to take this off with. Right. It's on. This bit here was on the wrong one. When did I add that? That was ages ago. You're on for 7 people, you think? You're studying a bachelor's in psychology, currently headed for honours, so it's a lot. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I quite a few of my friends study, friends at uni studied. I've got a master's degree, by the way, so I understand. Some of my friends at uni, quite a lot of them studied psychology. So yeah, I know a fair bit about the difficulty. Because you have to, like, to really push ahead with psychology, you have to specialize in areas. General psychology degrees aren't as useful as, and aren't as sought after. So you really have to specialize, right? Another psych student. My relaxing stream vibe is actually exactly what you needed. Well, like I say, every weekend we do coffee. We make a coffee, and then we're doing some Lego. Or if there's no Lego at the time, we will do a relaxing chill game. My other streams, Monday evenings and Friday evenings, they're less chill. Tomorrow night we're doing Baldur's Gate 3 again. Yeah, there's a lot of screaming in those. Please do come by, but yeah, don't expect chill. Oh, do I rage? I rage a bit, don't I, guys? Do you also have crippling addiction to caffeine and a disruption sleep? Disruptive sleep schedule? Oh dear, no. Oh, I mean, if you want educating on that on caffeine, I can certainly help on that. That's another thing we do here is we talk about coffee and caffeine and its impact. disrupted sleep schedule and ADHD, so caffeine just as calming effect on you. You counted and you got to 6, but you're sleepy. Mod? Do you mean who you're modding for? Do you answer that honestly? What the? Yes, we're always honest here, right? Right, where am I? I've just done that. You can be honest about my streams. They're gonna find out anyway if they stick around. All these lovely new people are joining. They're gonna be shocked if they think it's like this all the time. Right. We're almost finished here, guys. I've got to stop saying guys. Guys, girls, and everyone in between. Okay. Doing a little bit of detail. Put that there. Put that on there. And that goes there. And the final piece, I think, of this bag is there. I don't know what this piece is. In that case, nah, not that ragey. How are you being sarcastic, trickster? I found last week's exploration to get into a temple very relaxing, especially the moment you found the side door. After 3 hours, Demper, you need to put that in as an important point. I spent 3 hours trying to find a way into the main door and the side door was open. You'll think you'll enjoy the energy no matter. Well, that's nice, thank you. Come back tomorrow night. In fact, I think this week's schedule is the same as last week's schedule, so just flash that on the screen. These are all UK times. 6:30 Mondays, 6:30 Fridays. Doing Baldur's Gate, City Skylines 2, and then Sunday, 12 noon is coffee, then Lego. My outrage is fun. Is it? I can tell you it's not fun for me. I've somehow gone from saying guys to y'all. Y'all! You gotta say it with that sort of you gotta say it like Rush Hour, like Jackie Chan learning it in Rush Hour. Y'all. You love my potato emote? I love the potato emote. I like my favorite emote, I think, at the moment is the shaky potato. I love that so much. And Jim, don't forget Jim. All hail Jim, my emotional support bucket. We must always praise the Jim. Right. I saw some Stanley Parable TikToks yesterday, I think it was. It really made me want to play Stanley Parable again, but I know I can't open it for 10 years to get that achievement. The earlier revelation about windmills is probably a good example. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You need to decide on what to stream tonight. Sewing or the room 3? Well, have you got a lot of sewing to do? You say fault. Why can't I say that word? Folks. Why does that word seem weird in my mouth suddenly? That's weird. May not be able to join often as you're in Australia, so big time difference. That's fair. I mean, I will say now, and this is me just plugging, all my VODs are on Twitch for 60 days, but every single VOD coffee ones, they're all split up. Lego ones, they're all split up. They're all on my YouTube, okay? Every single one, going back almost 3 years. Every stream I've done, there's actually only 2 that I've never put up. One was Guitar Hero because it would just be taken down instantly. And the other one, I can't remember. But they're all there. But if you want specific like coffee ones, then I think if I do this command... Nope. Oh, there you go. It did work. That's all my coffee ones. But there's also a playlist, which I haven't got a command for yet, for all my Lego buildy, anything buildy Lego. There's little like wooden ones I've built. They're all on there. So if you need to like chill out, go back and watch like 3 years worth of videos. Everything's on there. I'm like a month behind, but they're all on there. I put them out, and basically all I do is I chop off the beginning of the stream, chop off any like raids and BRBs and things like that, and it's just on there full. So go check them out if you need stuff. I need to now pick up this Millennium Falcon without breaking it and then attach this piece, because I think that's the end. Yep, bag 16 next time. You already get really weird when you say Dutch words in English. I pronounce stamkunt. Oh, yeah, no, that's a word. That's a word. This means I can always put a Lego build whenever I want? Yes, it certainly does. It certainly does. Cortana had to think about that one. It really did. God bless her. God bless Cortana. She's too busy taking over the galaxy, alright? Don't test me, I got the autism I fit. I'll binge watch them all. Please do. Please do. Right. Here we go. I'm going to pick it up from this angle. So here she is, in all her glory. You can see how big she is, and how heavy she is. Ow, this is going to be a problem. So heavy. You can see we've only got a couple more places to do. And I need to put on this somehow. Support the bottom. Always support your bottom. You don't want your bottom falling off. You don't want to have to reattach your bottom. It's true. Kunst is pronounced Dunst, like Kirsten Dunst. Oh! What does it mean? Just wait till you hear about the RimWorld storylines. Oh yes, there's a RimWorld playlist in there. If you like RimWorld or Colony Sims and story-based things, go give that a look. Chat. People in chat are basically the characters in that. And we were returning to that world and my made-up story at some point in the new year. Right, you just attach here, apparently. No, that can't be. Here. There we go. Oh yes, look at that. That has not attached whatsoever. Are you kidding me? Do you just... That just rests. That literally just rests there. That's all that... Oh, I suppose it's because the table and stuff, and you put characters in there. Okay, fair enough. There's another one of those around here somewhere. Isn't there? Was it not you? Was it you? That one. That one just pulls off. Again, playability. But there we go. That is the end of Lego time for this week. End of bag 15. We'll move on to bag 16. The penultimate bag. There's only 17 bags, I think, off the top of my head. We've got this center bit, and then we've got the cockpit the other side to do. This is already getting super dusty because it's taking me... How long have we been doing this now? 6 months? I think we started in May. It's, yeah.